the differences between approaching a show like Cinderella in comparison to Brassed Off are in some ways quite numerous, and in some ways actually they're quite a similar kind of thing. At the end of the day, you've got actors in a room and there are certain things that you will always do, so warm-ups and that kind of thing. But I guess with something like Cinderella, where we still do text work, so it's still important to know kind of what's lying underneath the line. So even like in the rat scene, when all they're saying is sh what, sh what, it's like, what are they actually saying, what are they trying to say, and if those characters had more words, what would they say? But I guess because it's an ensemble show and it's very much about the rhythm of the actors working together and how the company can move at the same time, sing obviously together, then actually there's a much more of a focus on that. So the physical and the movement sections of the day are much more. And of course there's 11 brand newly composed songs in the show, so they have to do a lot of work with the musical director and really focus in. And the way that Ivan, the MD, works on this show is he comes with it written, but he doesn't come written with parts. So he'll go, okay, this is the kind of structure of the song, this is how I want it to go. But actually he kind of workshops with the actor musicians to go, well, you know, you're an accordionist and you're a double bass, actually how do they work together and what voice harmonies can we find? And there's a lot, it's kind of a lot more organic really. I guess other things that are different is we've got a movement choreographer on this, so movement director. So Kitty came and choreographed the Charleston number and the waltz number, so you have to give time over to that to make sure that that happens. And of course we've got the Young Company much more integrated, so it's not as if the Young Company are just in scenes, actually the Young Company are kind of within the ensemble as well, so we need to always be bearing that in mind as well. So how we work with the Young Company is really very similar to how we'd work with adults, really, with the adult company. So I take them through a very professional process. I don't kind of dumb it down really in any shape or form. I guess the only difference is that they have much less time to work on it. So I started with the Young Company actually prior to working with the adults. So we did a weekend just before I went into rehearsals with the adults, and that was all about getting a basic performance level, so their movement skills, their voice skills, all of that, just working on that level really. And then took them through very similar exercises to those that I did with the adults, so a lot of ensemble complicity exercises about moving together, being together, got them to understand what the story's about. But it's a very, very similar process really. I guess they're looking at slightly less in detail at the characters, as in the Ugly Sisters and all of that, because they're not playing those characters, but they're still deciding who their rat is and how their rat is in this world and how their rats move, and we go through the same research, so they look at YouTube clips and those kind of things. So yeah, I think it's a very similar process to what I would do with the adults.